Hello. Turning on my subscriber only mode this time. I'm going to remember at the beginning. Okay. I'm just sitting here at home again. I'm relaxing. I thought I'd do a live before, in between what I'm doing in the kitchen. So, and put something on in the background. I was watching Far Away Home. Haven't seen that movie in a while. So, how's everybody doing today? I guess I'll wait until people get in here. Make sure I'm on Wi-Fi. Hey, Kaylee. Special, unique, noble, neat, young, sunny. Thank you, Kaylee. Yeah, I was trying to go live, earlier, but I was doing stuff in the kitchen and just got, distractions. What is this? Tell me now, Gary says. uh, I'm just, taking a break right now. I've been up off and on all day, um, cooking, mainly cooking, a little bit of cleaning. Is it cold? I haven't been outside at all today. I haven't even. Angel's let the dogs out. He checked on the chickens and stuff. So I haven't even opened my door. Kaylee, tell her it's Chopper's live. Oh, yeah, that's true. He's right here. He's got his diaper on today. He's right there. He acts like he's cold. I should put him under the blanket. And I'll put him under the heating pad on warm. There you go, Chop. Yay, Gulf Shores. Oh, hey, Dustin. Good to see you, Dustin. I'm like just relaxing in my bed. I look really frumpy today. And just taking a break, like I said, in between cooking, and I made the dogs food. I make their food in a big batch. It lasts usually about 3 weeks. I freeze part of it. I put it in little containers and measure it out, put it in the containers, and store it in the fridge and the freezer. So that's what I was in there doing today. And then I'm going to be making some hamburger cabbage. I call it hamburger cabbage soup, but it's basically beef and vegetable soup. Kind of a, cabbage, mainly cabbage, carrots, maybe some potatoes for Angel and Jeremy. I'm sitting in the car rider line to pick up our granddaughter. She had a 2-hour delay, and it's the early day. So, yeah. Oh, okay. And Gary says no school all week. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm sure we probably, I don't know. I don't keep track of my grandkids. Their mom and dad do all that. Thank goodness I don't have to do that. So I don't even know. I did see a school bus go by yesterday, so yeah, they're back in school. But Gary had a lot of snow. It warmed up to 16 degrees. It is 36 right now. Feels like 31 here. Yeah, so, and yesterday it was about the same, but it's supposed to get cold again, you know. That next storm is coming in. Yeah, I imagine we'll have delays all week because of the temps. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, cold starts. Feels like zero, Gary says. 13 feels like zero. Yeah, I'm lucky. Today I'm lucky. See, and then you guys will get the warm that's coming, I think. I think that's how it's going to go. The warm that's coming from me, because you guys are to the east of me. And then there's another cold front coming down. It's weird how it's coming down and then going east. It's super bright and sunny. Yeah, it is here too. Yep, sunny, and it's starting to, I think everything's starting to, it's gonna, melt, and then I heard it's supposed to like next, so in like a week from now, is it a week? It's supposed to be snowy and icy here. It says snow and ice up to an inch. Um, so yeah, Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. It says Tuesday here. That's where the other one I read said Monday. Yeah, it does say Monday. No, Tuesday. Never mind. So got the new stuff that's moving, but it's I don't think it's supposed to be as cold. Yeah, yep. So hopefully everybody's getting, if the people that lost their power, hopefully that's getting back on. And I heard some people um, lives were lost. I heard through that storm or from the snow and the ice. Well, two of them I heard were children that were sledding, and that's sad. Hi, Henson. Good to see you, Henson. How are you doing, Henson? I bet you're nice and warm over there in California. Gary says 20, I saw. Oh, okay. Was it 20? Maybe it was. I don't remember. I just remember reading that there was a number, and then stuck out to me the two children died. They were sledding. Oh, handsome. Henson. Yeah, right. Gary. Yeah. Henson says, "Good to see you as well. I've been good, just busy with work as usual. Trying to retire early, lol. It's pretty cloudy today." Okay. Well, I'm glad you're doing well, Henson. Yeah. Haven't seen you in a while, so yeah, I bet you've been busy. And I'm just relaxing at home. Well, not really. I'm relaxing, but I'm also doing things around here. I've been home since last Friday. Well, no, we'll say Saturday. Friday night I came home. I was out Friday for a little bit, and then so Friday night I've been home. And I did go out yesterday. We went out and got Taco Tuesday tacos, and then the day before, no, yesterday, it was yesterday too. I took Angel to get something to eat in the morning. Gary says Mike's warm. Oh yes, Mike. Hi, Mike. Yeah, Mike's warm down in Titusville. Well, I heard it's supposed to get cold in that area. Well, it did get cold. It's supposed to get cold again. Henson says, yeah, they sent me to Ohio to train a new manager. So I went there for 2 weeks. How's work been? Busy? Um, well, actually, it goes up and down, slow and then busy, but it was busy because of the storms that were coming in. The storm that was coming in. It was busy last week. That's why I went home early on Friday because I got, well, two reasons why. One, I had to get my oil pan gasket replaced. And then when I was doing that, it took 4 hours to do. So from like 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock, 5:30, I was just waiting for my car to get done. And then after that, the car repair place is just right next door to the Walmart. Um, and I was like, I looked over at Walmart. And I said, I'm not even going to try, because there was a line go. I mean, for the pickup area. The pickup area is way in the back of the building from where I am. It's like a good block back the other way. And there was all these cars lined up just to get to the pickup area. And I couldn't even get out of the parking lot I was in because, people weren't. I didn't even want to sit and wait because there was a big line. I'm like, these people are probably not going to let me out of here. So I was trying to find a different way out. Anyway, I did find a way out of the parking lot. But during that time, I was deciding, I was like, well, do I want to go over there or do I not? Do I want to try it, like do shops and avoid the pickup area? And I was like, if the pickup area is that busy, then the shopping is probably just as busy and the stuff is probably out. But I'd take either of those. Uh, Mike says it was down to 35 this morning, but warmed up to 58. It was down to 35. Oh, Kaylee says, I'm tired. I'm sorry, Kaylee. Hi, oh. Oh, hi, oh. Mike says hi to Gary. I think I've read everything. Mike says hello to Kaylee. And Henson says they just opened a new Walmart Supercenter a few blocks away from my house. And every time I drive by the lot, it's packed out. Oh. And Mike says, how are you, Sonny? I'm doing great, Mike. How are you? I'm just taking a break for right now. I've been cleaning and just doing little stuff around here. I'm not as motivated as I'd like to be. But I was just talking about how the one thing I did get done was I cooked some. I did a batch of my puppies. The two younger dogs the two smaller dogs they're actually the older dogs. They get a different food diet, different. Their food it's different. It's turkey instead of hamburger. Um, Angel feeds his German Shepherd hamburger and eggs and a vegetable. And then and I cook their food in a big batch. So that's what I was doing, and then I'm gonna make some soup. Hamburger cabbage soup. I'm just now finishing up my chili. What did I make? One day I made this is a fun thing to do, guys. Maybe for you. I thought it was fun. I have things in my cat, food in there in the kitchen, and I'm like, what can I make with this? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put that into Chat GPT. I even took pictures if it's on this phone. I took pictures of what Chat GPT came up with. So um, I was gonna make chili on Saturday, I think it was. And instead of that, I made this chicken recipe that Chat GPT came up with. And it was really actually very good. Cynthia, hi Cynthia. Mike says hi to Cynthia, and Henson says hi to Cynthia. Hope you're doing well, Cynthia. And I just decided to do a live and chat with everyone while I sit here and take a little bit of a break. So, so let me tell you, let's see if I can find the picture. Here it is. I'm trying to find the list of foods that I had. I put in there. Hold on. Okay. So this is what I put in. I don't know if you can read that. I can't read it. Hold on, let me get my glasses. Okay, so I put in that I had chicken thighs, potatoes, onions, garlic, chicken broth, cream cheese, cheddar cheese, paprika, Italian seasoning. That's what it, no, that's for the, no, that's what the recipe calls for, duh. I put in there, what did I put it in there? No. Anyway, darn it. No, I didn't take a picture of the ingredients. But anyway, this is what I made. This is what I made. It's chicken. That's so the chicken, potatoes, onion, garlic, chicken broth, cream cheese, cheddar, paprika, and Italian seasoning. That was the ingredients that I used for that recipe. So if you get if you have things in your house and you just can't figure out what to make, put it into Chat GPT. I'm just trying to see. I guess I didn't take a picture of the ingredients. Yeah, I didn't do that. So, sounds pretty good. It was delicious. I'm going to definitely make it again. Yeah, so, and then also I had some chicken broth. I mean, chicken. This is something else I did. Maybe you guys don't do this. Is you can save your rotisserie chicken, what's left over, the bones and whatever you have left over from that. And you could even use the whole thing if you wanted to make chicken broth. And so I had some extra rotisserie chickens that I wanted to make a broth out of. And you just take the chicken, the remaining of the chicken, and then um, the onions, garlic, no, not garlic, onions, celery, and carrots, and that's it. You don't add any salt or pepper or anything else. You just do that because you're just doing the base. And Smiling says health. Hi, Smiling. Yeah, I think Smiling might be talking in French. Let me see if I can get over. I can see it on here. It's translated now. That's a new thing now. Oh, and Dustin is probably gone. I was going to ask Dustin if he noticed that. Oh, maybe they're not speaking in French. But they have a little translator symbol. They have the translation now in the chat. But I think only I can see the translation and you guys can't. You see whatever's, typed in there. Henson says, I have some lemon pepper chicken breast in the crock pot. Should be nice and ready by the time I'm off work. Then I'll whip up the sides. Oh, that sounds good, Henson. That's good that you can do that. A lot of people, I forget about my crock pot. Well, I've got like an all-in-one. Like it's a Ninja and it's a pressure cooker, crock pot, and air fryer all in one. And I love that thing. It works really well. But that's what I made my chicken broth in. I put it on the slow cooker part, the slow cooker function, and made my chicken broth in that. So, oh, I forgot I did add one of the things they say you can add to the chicken broth is rosemary. Was it thyme? No, it was thyme. And the chef that I listen to when I'm making that is Chef Jean Pierre. I like Chef Jean Pierre. He's fun to watch. He's comical too. Very knowledgeable about food and makes me laugh. So what kind of sides are you going to have? I wish I could make, Jeremy and Angel, they'll eat when I cook, and they're not they know that I try to cut down on my carbs and try to do lower carb, but there's some times where, especially Angel, he's I don't want to say he's picky. He just likes things a certain way. He's like an old man. Asparagus and roasted garlic potatoes. Oh, that sounds good. Hey there, Borderline. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm just taking a break from doing things around the house. I thought I would do a live. Just be sitting here. I haven't been out to work since last Friday because even though the main roads, I showed everybody yesterday. I can show you again because not everybody was here yesterday. But hold on, hold on. It's melting. It is melting. Whoops. It's melting quite a bit from yesterday even. So that's what that looks like. And then out here, you can see. That's what it looks like on the street. My road doesn't get cleared really. Sometimes it does, but not, it's a private person. If a private person comes along and wants to, I got something on my computer. Flip it around. Okay. Wish it snowed in Los Angeles. And damn, that's crazy, says Henson. Yeah, it's we got like 7 or 8 inches of snow. Or I could say 6, 7. I don't know. Somewhere in between there. Just making fun of the number 6, 7. But yeah, so and it's pretty much melted down. And then like I said on Tuesday. On Tuesday it's supposed to um, um, the snow and ice again. They say up to an inch of snow and ice. So I'm hoping it's not ice. I don't do. So I got to get out again. I am going to get out. I should have went out today. Angel had a Angel had an interview, and he went out and went to this interview, and where he went to was like right in front of Sam's Club, right there in the same parking lot as Sam's Club, and it didn't even dawn on me just to go with him, and I could have went to the store while he did his interview, and I didn't even think about it until later. So now I got to get out there, and I just have some things, there's just little straggly things. And when I went, I got food and got everything that I needed, except for there was ice. I need more ice. Little things. And some of the things I didn't have enough room for in my refrigerator or freezer, and so I've been cooking and using food. So now I've got room for the other things that I needed to get, or I need to get more things, like eggs. I need to get more eggs. So Henson says LOL BP. Send it via FedEx, same day air. That and Borderline says Henson, I can send you 20 inches of snow. Yeah, And VP says, you can have it all. I've been stuck at home since Saturday. Yeah. I haven't worked since, like I said, Friday evening. And I would have went ahead and worked longer on Friday, but I just felt like, as far as Spark goes and Walmart, I just thought that the stores it was just too busy and too busy and packed, and I just didn't feel like fighting with anyone. I didn't think it'd really be worth the money for my time, waiting in line and stuff, or fighting in the aisles through all the people and. Wow, I've never seen snow in person, only movies. Really, Henson? Wow. Wow. And sometimes in the movies it's not real snow. Sometimes. I was watching a Christmas movie, over the Christmas holiday, and this past December, and there was literally like they put down a blanket to make it look like snow, and I was like, that's the fakest snow I've ever seen, and they did a terrible job. BP says the snow came on Sunday and they are just getting to plowing it today. The ice made it impossible. Wow, you ever feel stuck in life? Evan says. No. Henson says, yep. In my 36 years of living, never, but I do intend on seeing it one day. Okay. Yeah, I mean, California, you wouldn't have to travel too far. Like Colorado and Utah, they've got snow in the mountains too. You don't even really have to go, like sometimes there's snow in the mountains even in like May or June. My daughter keeps texting me. Yeah, my daughter's birthday is on Friday. So she's telling me about this restaurant she wants to go to for her birthday. How's my grandson doing? Or my grandchild. Well, I have two older grandkids or grandsons, and then my youngest. So now I have three grandsons, and the youngest one, he's doing great. He's doing really good. Let me see. Yeah, I don't. Where'd it go? She'd probably get mad at me. But you're only seeing his eyes. uh, yeah, that's his eyes. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was just a. No, it is. He's just a baby. Oh, that's great to hear, though. Yes, I have two older ones and then the baby. He's How old is he now? I've lost track. Wow, he's already 3 months old, right? Yeah, he's 3 months old. No, 2 months old. No, doesn't 2 months old. 2 months old. Yeah, he's so cute. He's growing fast. Yeah. His name is Zai. Yep. And she's finally getting the hang of being a mom. She's having difficulty with letting him cry. Not that you should let a baby cry if there's something wrong with it. But like there are times when you have to let them cry just to go to the bathroom. Things like that, getting a shower. Sometimes you just have to, as long as they're not hurting or hungry or, sometimes you just have to do what you got to do and let them cry for a minute or two. Less than 10 weeks until Alicia will probably be here. Wow, already? Holy cow. 10 weeks. Time flies. Yep. I bet your family is very excited, Kaylee. And I I was just thinking of that message you sent me of the spark thing. It's on that phone. The spark sapphire thing. The That's so confusing. The sapphire. I swear it said. Well, here, no, I can look it up. I swear it says it starts over every month. Valid through. See, look, Kaylee, I'm not crazy. I'm sure yours says the same thing. Your gold, valid through 31st January. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Let's see. Well, there's on the picture says the same, but if you click on track for next month, that's where they were saying. Okay, I'm going to click on that. Yeah, it does. It does say that. No, I'm not saying, yeah, I mean, I'm just showing you what it says on mine. Yeah, it does. I've never clicked on that, but I never saw that before. That. Maybe I did. Maybe it was there and I just never saw it. But it's just conflicting. I think they added that because I don't remember seeing that. And I've got plenty. I'll go back through my screenshots. I've got plenty of screenshots of that. It's just strange. It says it starts over every beginning of every month. But anyway, it is what it is. And Mike says Henwo borderline with the lily emoji. Kaylee says, I mean, if it says it, they probably mean that I'll be there by next month. Yeah. It's just confusing. I'm sure that's probably what it means. But it's just conflicting and it's just confusing because it says it starts over every month, like starts over on the first. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing that we. I just wish the weather hadn't been bad and I could have tried to get Sapphire for February. Meeting in 10 minutes, Sunny. I'll catch you on the next one. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. You too, Henson. Thanks for being here. Glad you're doing well. Have a good rest of your day. And then Mike says Hinwo Kaylee with the olive emoji. Olive was the most beautiful chicken. I loved Olive. Well, I loved all of them. They were all beautiful. Kaylee says, Sunny, did you get your 1099 for Spark? I got some notification. I haven't checked my mail. I need to go out there and check my mail. Holly says, hi, Sunny. No word today? No. No, I haven't been working since last Friday afternoon. I worked Friday until the afternoon, and then I had to get my car worked on. And then after that, I just came home because it was Walmart. Walmart was right next door. One of the Walmarts in the town that I was at was right next door to the place to the shop. And then I saw how busy it was there, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. So I just went home. They released the electronic ones. Oh, okay. So maybe that's what the email was about. Yeah. Because I don't remember whether I selected paper or electronic. So if I have one in the mailbox, I don't know. So is that how they always do it then, or? No, it's on this phone. Hmm. They only give you the paper one if you requested. Oh, okay. I don't remember whether I requested it or not. So you have to go, it says it's different on Android and iPhone is different how to get to it. So it's in the app though. Okay. So you have to go to the app. Main menu, account, and tax documents. That's how you get to it. So if you don't consent to paperless delivery, your tax documents will be mailed to the address in your Spark delivery account by January 31st. You can still view them in the app if you update your delivery preference by tapping main menu, account, and tax documents. Oh, I see. All right. Okay, but they give you the electronic one. Okay. Let me see if I can get to it. Account. Tax documents. Okay. Yeah, I got them. Mm-hmm. Okay. I just got to figure out where they downloaded to. I hit download. I guess it goes to somewhere. Files, folders. I'll figure it out. Used to, could. Are you in Alabama? No. Kaylee says, so how I found it is I had to look up on my phone files and then it was there. Okay. That's probably where it's probably. Sometimes there's like a link in the, in the drop down that, you know what I mean? But I don't see it. Like saying it downloaded, but I don't see it. Files. Let me just look it up. Oh, I see them. Okay, I found them. Uh, Share Bear. Hi, Share Bear. I hope you are having a blessed day. I hope you are too, Share Bear. Thanks for coming in. I'm just taking the day off and staying at home. Mostly all I've been doing since I've been off is cleaning. I mean, not cleaning, cooking. Cooking and then sitting down and resting. Cleaning up the kitchen from my mess. You know, it's a vicious cycle for me. Taking the trash out, sweeping the floor, wiping things down, trying to just doing regular dishes, taking care of my dogs. You know, I make their food. And that's what I'm doing today is I'm making their food. And yeah, it's a vicious cycle for me. It's like I don't get anything else done. And Sherbert says hi to Mike. And Mike says hello to or Henwo to Grape Soda Share Bear. And that's Mercury. Mercury, my one-footed chicken. I know it's hard to see. You can't really see that she's missing a foot in that picture, but I should just do a close-up on her. Just a regular picture. Hi, CJ. Hey, how are you, Miss Sunny? I'm good. I'm laughing at Kaylee's 6 eyeballs 7. uh, how are you, CJ? And Corey. Hi, Corey. Hello, Sunny. Staying in today. Yes, I've been staying in since last Friday evening, and minus I haven't been working. I'll put it that way. I did go out yesterday to make a couple of restaurant runs. My oldest son, not my oldest son, my youngest son, he asked if I could take him somewhere. He wasn't feeling well. He has a car. He could have drove himself, but it was in the morning and he wasn't feeling well. And so he asked me if I could take him somewhere. And my other son had to go to work. So we just did all that. The numbers. And then CJ says, did the storm come through your state bad? It was not that bad, but it was mainly the coldness. We got like negative, I don't know, 16 real field temperature. It got down, below zero with a real temperature. And that was for like 3 days in a row. It's kind of warming up now to like, I don't know, 30 degrees. 30, a high of 38 degrees today. And then it's supposed to get cold again. And CJ says, I am okay, still snowed in here. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're not snowed in. I mean, I just showed my street and what it looks like here out my window. And pretty much the snow's melting. But then there's going to be more stuff coming in. I'll probably be able to go out and work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe. No, not Friday. I don't know. I'm hanging out with my daughter on Friday, so I may not do that on Friday. May not be working on Friday. Possibly tomorrow. I'm just afraid of slipping and falling on a delivery. Even though the roads are clear, I say mostly clear because you get the side streets that are like mine that are not cleared. You get people's sidewalks that aren't cleared, and I just don't want to fall and get hurt or get stuck somewhere on side road or get a delivery going out on a gravel road. Those are definitely most of the time not cleared. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't, but I'm not real good at reading the maps either. Corey says hi. Kaylee says hi, Corey. And Kaylee says, I messaged Dean to see if he was okay. I don't know if I have gotten a reply yet. Well, I'm assuming he's still just snowed in. I mean, maybe. You know, he did post a short saying he wasn't working, what, 2 days ago? But I haven't looked, I haven't gotten a notification, or, I haven't checked. I just assume he's snowed in like people are, most people are. And it wasn't really snow. He got out the 2 days after the storm, and then he went home early because someone he was afraid someone was going to slide into him, so he went home. But you're right. Let me know if you hear from him, Kaylee. Please stay in. I don't need you breaking your hip to start the year off. Yes. Well, I went out. This was a couple of years ago. It wasn't last winter. It was the winter before, and I um, went out and I was doing a DoorDash or an Uber Eats. I don't remember which one. I think it was DoorDash, but someone it had gotten dark, and these people didn't have their porch. They didn't have any lighting. They had a driveway. Um, and it was ice and then snow on top of ice. These people, it just didn't make any sense to me. And this is a little knowledge. If you have ice under snow and you don't have ice melt, don't shovel the snow off of the ice because you're making it slippery. You just leave the snow there. They shoveled the snow off the ice, and this is the only place that I delivered to that they had removed the snow. Everyone else, they just left it, and it was way better that they left it, because when these people shoveled the snow, they uncovered the ice, and then they didn't have lighting, and then they had this big bush, this big, like, it was a huge bush, and it was, I mean, it was like 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall. It was a very large bush, and it was in the way. It was overgrown into the sidewalk. And so, combination of all, no lighting, the bush was in my way. They shoveled the sidewalk to reveal the ice. That caused me, I slipped and fell. And there's a video of me. I was recording a video. I wasn't doing a live at that time. That's when I was doing edited videos. And yeah, I fell, and I'm cussing up a storm in my video. And I did catch the fall on video, but you can't see me because I'm not at a distance. I'm holding the camera and the food. And I'm sure their food, I don't remember what they ordered. I think it was Pardon My Cheesecake is what I was delivering. I'm pretty sure that was what I was delivering, or IHOP or Chili's. But yeah, I'm sure their food probably got, all, because I dropped it. I fell, and when I fell, I tried to hold it, but Lady Sky, hi Lady Sky, how are you? And then CJ laughs. And Kaylee says the only thing I could say, maybe it was possible that his daughter became, because she was supposed to be induced on Thursday. Oh yes, that's right. That is right. Yep. Yep. It could be. So it was two. Let's see. Was it a day or two? He didn't do any lives, and then he did one, and then he had to cut it short, and now it's been another 2 days. Well, then he did make the announcement the first time before he came out. The second time before he came out after the storm, he did say that, but he hasn't said anything yet, right? Let me double check. Do you like peanut butter pie, Sunny? I do, but I unless it was like a sugar-free peanut butter pie without the crust, then yeah, but I do like peanut butter pie. I just don't eat the regular version of peanut butter pie. Let's see. That was 3 days ago. Yeah, so, wait, F shorts? When was that one? 25th. Okay, so that was the same day. He did a short and a post. Yeah, I don't know. And then he was live. Wasn't he live yesterday? Kaylee says, I just looked at my email and I didn't get anything back. So I'm assuming he's probably driving to where she's at. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, hopefully everything's okay. Well, wait. Was he in my live yesterday? Oh, was he in? I don't remember. I don't remember. What? What does this mean? I just looked at my. Oh, I just read that. And Jeremy's in here doing sign language to me that I don't understand. I think he was in Christian's live this morning because Christian said that he donated memberships. Oh, okay. So he's okay. He's just got something going on. I really wish I could remember. Maybe I was in someone else's live. I don't remember. I don't remember. He might have been in Ray's live or Colleen's live or something. Yesterday, I don't know. I can't remember. My memory is so horrible. It's terrible. Like yesterday, I was supposed to. I was texting someone, and then I said, "Okay, hold on. I got to do something, and we can do what they were wanting to watch something." And I said I had to feed my dogs, and then I just totally I thought I texted after I got done, and I'm sitting here looking at my phone thinking, okay, and I just like I didn't register that I didn't send it until this it's just my brain. It gets worse as you get older too. I really thought I sent a message and I didn't because I was waiting on that person. And then I was like, well, they haven't messaged me, but it was me who didn't message. uh, yep. Yeah, my kids are making fun of me too because they say I've got, I'm starting to get sagginess and my chin and stuff's not the way it used to be. CV health. Hi, smiling. And I'm like, well, you just wait. I used to think the same thing when I was younger. So you just wait. Same thing's going to happen to you. They tell me to go get plastic surgery. Well, you can go get plastic surgery to fix that. I'm like, no. Why would I do that? First of all, I don't have money to do that. Yeah, so young people don't realize how quick time goes. Yeah. Smiling says, no plastic surgery. You are pretty. Oh, thank you. My aunt, she did plastic surgery, but I would never do that. And she went down to Mexico and had it done. And I'm like, no, thank you. Because she saved money by doing that. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I don't think so. Because I've seen videos back then. I mean, years ago, I saw videos. Maybe it was just, well, it was like they were doing plastic surgery. It looked very real. And they were using rusty kitchen tools and stuff. But I don't know where it was at. Everyone should live his age. Yeah, that's what I think. Some people, some people don't want to age. They can't accept that they're aging. They can't accept it and they think they're ugly, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of because if you wait until you're older, I mean, I don't like the little, especially the underneath here. Yeah, I don't like that. Everything else, whatever, I don't care. Age spots and wrinkles and sagging skin. Yeah, but I agree. Smiling, I think everyone should age naturally without surgery. Well, especially without surgery. I mean, it's okay to use, you know, products, I guess. Is it a tattoo on your neck? Yeah. It's a cover up tattoo. I had my ex husband's name um, tattooed there, and it was a really bad tattoo. Even if it was just his name, it was the tattoo itself was terrible. And so I had it, when I divorced him, I had this done, and it's a vine. I let the artist create it. I just told him what I wanted, and um, he saw what he had to cover up. So, Kaylee, all right, Sonny, let's go get some Botox. LOL. Now, Botox, excuse me, Botox, I've heard is, and you can overdo it on Botox too. Like I've seen some people with Botox, some actors, actresses, whatever, and they have so much Botox that they slur their speech or they can't smile or there's no facial expressions and stuff. Yeah. This little crease right here, I've had that ever since I was like 18 years old. I've always had that crease right there and I always hated it when I was younger, but now it's just whatever. I don't care. I'm more worried about this because my kids make fun of me for this. That right there. uh, but I've heard Botox is, you can get Botox for headaches too, migraine headaches. It's supposed to help if you have really bad headaches. It's supposed to help with headaches. I don't know whether it's migraine headaches or distress headaches. Because if you don't, I used to get stress headaches really bad when I was younger, before Botox was a thing, and but I'm pretty sure it's not paid for by insurance. I don't think. Maybe it is, but that's a good point, Kaylee. Maybe we can get matching BBLs. What is BBLs? Maybe we can go get matching BBLs. BBLs. I'm still trying to figure out what that means. BBLs. Heels. I think it's something to do with getting like a tummy tuck boob job and like something to do with your legs. Makes you more edged. Like, oh, I see. Okay. You know, it's funny. When I was younger, I did look into liposuction on my hips, but I never went through with it. Oh, butt, boobs, and legs. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm probably. Oh, I'm probably good with that. It would probably take me the rest of like. I'm just like I couldn't afford to do something like that anyway. And the pain, that would be so painful. Yeah, I'm good. Mm. And then you have to maintain it. Like I heard that if you get a I don't know if I should say it. I did just say that word though. Um, you know, if you get a job, a B job here, well, that didn't sound right either. If you get, you know, boob job, I'll just say it. That I heard you have to go back and have it like redone or removed or something after a certain amount of time. There's a lady that I watch. Well, she's a nurse and her husband's a doctor. I don't know if you've heard me talk about Dr. Barry, Dr. Kendi Barry, and his wife Nisha. She has a YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel. But anyway, she is just turning 40 and she's had her implants for a while. And she said that it's like 10 years or 15 years or something. And she said she's getting them removed because they need to be removed. Because she also has an autoimmune disease and that isn't good for the autoimmune disease. I would need a reduction though, lol. Yeah, there are some people that need that. I had a friend years ago that had that done. Yeah, it was heavy strain on her back. I'm sure that's the same for you, Kaylee. I can't remember. That was like so many years ago. I can't even remember who that was. But she said she just it felt a lot better on her back. I never had that problem. I'm blessed to not have that problem. I'm gonna have to watch this movie over again. Far and Away. Did you ever watch that movie, Kaylee? With Nicole Kidman and I can't think of his name. Tom Cruise. It's like a 90s movie, and they're coming to America and they go on this, they're trying to get free land in Oklahoma, I think it was. And so they go on this race. Uh, Pretty much at the end of the movie to get, excuse me, to get the flag. They stake their claim. Excuse me. I like that movie. Yeah, it's crazy. They're in the race right now. The race just started to go get land. You know, there's still places here. I think in Kansas, I think that they give away property in small towns. You would have to be like someone that worked from home or something to be able to do that because there's nothing there. All right. Well, I think I'm going to get back off my butt again and get some things done around here. I really should be doing more than what I'm doing. So many things I need to do around here, and I'm just too lazy. You're here, says Kaylee. Okay. Sometimes I just kind of lose, not lose, just kind of just don't know what to talk about, you know. But I guess, I mean, I could take the camera in the other room. I do need to chop my stuff up for my soup. Guess I could do that. Yeah, let me do that. I'm going to turn the camera off, though, while I get situated. Let me do that. Ooh. And then we'll see how long this phone lasts, too. Since, I don't know. It's on. It's pretty well charged up, though. I charged it up. That was another reason why it took me a minute to get my live going, Kaylee, was because I was trying to charge my phone. Okay. Yeah, some of the things that I've been wanting to do around my house too is change my ceiling fans. My ceiling fans. I've got ceiling fans. I need to replace them. I just need to do the work. All right. Here we go. I love that picture of you, by the way. Oh, thank you, Kaylee. And then chopping, yes. So I've got my onion, my garlic, my spoon and my knife. I thought my knife was clean, but I noticed it's got a little bit of onion on it. I chopped up some onion. I had chili for lunch, and I forgot to rinse it off. Yeah, I made this soup before on my live before, but it's okay. I'm not doing a cooking video about it. I'm just hanging out with you guys while I cook. All right, I need cabbage and carrots and hamburger. Celery? Yeah, I'll put celery in it. I got celery. I might as well use some of it. I have these chicken. Oh man, I forgot about those chicken meatballs. I have chicken meatballs I need to use. Put the hamburger over there. Let me get my other phone. Hold on, let me get my other phone so I can read my chat. Oh, and I need my water bottle. And I thought about making, well, see, the other day I went to the Harvesters. Do you guys have Harvesters in your area? It's like free food, taco burgers. Yeah, taco burgers. You know, the last time I had it, it just was gross. They, it was just gross. So I haven't been back. Yeah, it was not good. It was like cold, greasy, like the potato olays were over fried, or you know what I mean, double fried, cold, and then refried. They were just full of the bad grease. I'm making a big pot. I might just make all these carrots. Yeah, I'll just do all the carrots. I'm making a big pot. I like to make a big pot, you know, a big, whatever I'm making, I like to make a lot of it so I've got leftovers. Because it's like, you know, I feel like I'm taking my time to do this. It takes time to do this, you know? So why not make extra? And I can put it in the fridge for later. Let's see. I'm going to do this. Is that a good angle? Let me move it over just a little bit. Oh my goodness. Vicky. Hi, Vicky. How are you? I would love some free taco burgers. Yeah. Yeah, the Taco John's here, they just put one here not too long ago. I say maybe 5 years ago. And it's in a gas station. They have a drive-through though. Yeah, coughing fit. Kaylee says hi, Vicky. Okay. Peel these carrots. Chop them up. You know, I should give my chickens more scraps. Whenever I take stuff out there, they really don't like it. Excuse me. It's so funny when you put new food out for a chicken, or it's something that they're unfamiliar with. They shake their heads. They shake their heads back and forth, and their little waddles make a sound, and this is so cute. They're like, "What is this?" They just can't help but shake their head. Well, they do like things like sweet potatoes, you know, cooked sweet potatoes. The only thing they don't like about it is it sticks to their beak. They don't really like that too well, but they do like sweet potatoes. I took a cantaloupe out there. They didn't like that. They didn't really eat any of that. Taking a lot of different things out there. I'm trying to think of something they did like, though. They don't really necessarily like salad. Leftover salad. Lettuce, cabbage. I don't really like that stuff. Maybe it's because I need to chop it up or something. The smaller bite-sized pieces. Cantaloupe to me just tastes like nothing. I like cantaloupe. It has a taste to me. I don't like watermelon though. Watermelon, it has to be, I can't say I don't like it. I do like watermelon. It's just got to be perfect. I don't like mushy watermelon. It's got to be nice and perfect. But yeah, me and cucumbers are kind of a nothing taste, but they do have a cucumbery taste, but it is kind of a nothingness, mostly water. It has no flavor. Huh. I like salt on my cantaloupe and watermelon. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I should have sharpened my knife. Let me sharpen my knife after I get this done. Got a hair on me somewhere. Okay. I'm gonna make coffee today too. I don't have to, but you know, I like to make coffee ahead of time and then put it in the fridge. I like sugar on my watermelon, but my grandma absolutely hates that. And my kids like sugar on their watermelon. My grandma has a big fit about it, so they don't eat watermelon there anymore. Oh. And Kelly says, I like the salt. I feel like the salt melts the watermelon and then it makes it just taste like water. Really? Huh. Huh. I never thought about putting sugar on watermelon, but I guess it makes sense. You put sugar on strawberries and different things. Berries, especially berries. Our family has always just put salt on it. Okay, hopefully that'll help. Oh, I forgot to peel this little one here. You know, I was watching one of my old videos today. I was doing a cleaning video, and I noticed that I had showed something that had my old address on it. Huh. I edited it out, but it's like, how did I show that? I put it up to the camera. It was like an old vet bill. I was showing a picture of my dog that I had to have put down. Picture of him as I was cleaning, and then I had a vet bill next to it, and I showed the vet bill. I don't know. Silly things I do. I edited it out though, even though it was an old address. Actually, it wasn't even my address. It was someone else's. It was their address. I think I cut these a little too big. I'm going to put these in my soup toward the end, because I don't want my carrots overcooked. What are you making? Hi, Grace. I'm making what I call hamburger cabbage soup. And I've made it before on my lives. It's not a tutorial on how to make the soup, nothing like that. It's just me hanging out with you guys while I do things around my house. But it has, um, it's basically a vegetable soup. And I learned this from my mother. She used to, you know, some people will do stew or beef soup with beef, but they don't use hamburger. Well, my mom, she used to cook for us, the college, sororities and fraternities over a period of years, you know, switching between sororities and fraternities. And she cooked for them, and that's either she came up with that recipe or it was, you know, a more budget-friendly recipe that was approved by the house mother or whatever. And that was way back in like, I would say, when did she work there? The 1990s to early 2000s. Yep. So basically it's a vegetable soup. Cabbage has any kind of vegetables you want to put in it. I'm using carrots, potatoes, cabbage, onion, garlic, and probably a can of green beans or something. And then I add vegetable juice, V8 juice, beef stock. Sounds good, says Grace. Did you see Ray's video? Which video? Which video? I don't think I've seen anything lately. Don't think I have. What is it about? Ooh, I love French style green beans. Oh yeah, me too. And usually that's what I get, but Sierra, we just get these. This is what we get because it's mainly we really don't eat green beans. It's mainly for Sierra. Sierra loves green beans, and that's what Angel puts in her food every day. Ray posted a video of the snow in his backyard. Oh, I haven't seen the backyard. No, I have not seen that one, Grace. I've got onions in the fridge I need to use up. I'll have to go check it out. I think I'll save that one. Yeah. How old is this onion? Let me see. Yeah. Angel's the one that used this. Nah. Dried up. Okay, it's too dry. I commented on his video. Okay. It was a YouTube short. Okay, I'll get on here and look. And Kaylee says, all right, Dean just messaged me and he said that he was just focusing on the Spark incentive this morning. He's all good. Oh, okay. All right, good. So, okay, so he's got an incentive. Huh. Yeah, sometimes I do that where I just like I work and don't do a live just because I just want to focus on my work. Working. Okay, so Ray. Dashing Womble. There we go. Shorts. Oh, is it that one? The Aftermath? Oh, I got it turned down.
Sunday afternoon at about 3:30. It's fine, it stopped snowing, not sure when.
Okay, I don't want to get copyright. Even though I'm sure that's a YouTube song. Yeah, that's about what it is here, Grace. Yep. It's about what it is here. Yes, that one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I did see it. I don't know if I don't think I commented on it actually. Or did I? I don't know. Shoot, last night I thought I messaged a friend of mine and I didn't. And I was waiting for them and then I just realized I never messaged them. And they messaged me and they're like, well, since I didn't hear anything from you, I'm like, what? I thought I messaged. I mean, I was having a hard time sleeping because I was like, you know, it was one of those things where it was just messing with my head that I swore I messaged. I swore it. But I didn't. Let's see. Yeah. You know, just taking my time making this stuff. I'm in no rush. Looks worse where you guys are. Oh, really? And that man finally got in his driveway. His back parking area. Not really his driveway, but this morning he did. After some of the snow melted away. Yeah. Really, I was curious. Yeah. Yeah, that guy, yeah, he doesn't really know how to drive in the snow. All right, I need to rinse this off just because I don't like the little bits of paper, you know, you get the little bits on there, the little skin and roots and stuff. It's not going to hurt yet. I'm just picky. I don't like biting into some onion paper or garlic paper or roots or whatever. All right. We got ice pretty bad here in Ohio. Oh, wow. Yeah, Kaylee's down there in Mississippi where they got it hit really hard. Especially in Oxford. Wasn't it Oxford that got it probably the worst, Kaylee? Hold on, I need something to put this in. Excuse me. Grace says, hi, Kaylee. Oh, hi there, Deb. How are you, Deb? Good to see you, Deb. I'm just hanging out while I cook. I was you know, relaxing, taking a break from all this, and then I just decided I'd come in here and start doing what I was doing for dinner. Making some hamburger cabbage soup. I've made it before on my live. See, this is what I do when I'm at home, you know. I either make chili or hamburger soup. Not really. I make more than that, but you know. That's what I do my lives on, it seems like. How you been, Deb? How's the weather there? I'm gonna put onion, garlic, hamburger, carrots, cabbage, potatoes, and green beans. That's my Spark app. In my soup. And then I've also got vegetable soup. I put in vegetable, not soup. Vegetable juice I put in there. V8. Where's my? But not all of this. Not all of this is going in there. I couldn't find a smaller bottle, but I didn't really look. Now that I think about it, they got cans. I should have got the little cans. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Just hanging out on my live. High of 14 today. Oh, wow. I'm good. It's warming up. Well, that's good. It is warming up here, too. It's up to, the last couple days it was in the 30s. But then it's going to go back down. I think by Friday, it's going to go back down to the teens. Friday's my daughter's birthday, so I'm going to be driving up to Kansas City and hanging out with her. Seeing my grandson. And hanging out with my sister, too. I think we're all going to go eat lunch or something. She wants Thai or food? What is it? Pho? I've never had it, and I don't really do carby stuff like that. But I am doing, I don't know. I don't know. Usually I try to find things I can eat that's less carbs. This weekend we're getting lake effect snow. Oh, wow. Yeah, that stinks. We're supposed to get, snow and ice again here on Tuesday, I think they say. Tuesday evening and overnight, up to an inch of ice and snow. Hopefully it's just like an inch of snow and not ice. What is that? Another piece of paper. Onion paper. Alright, that should be enough onions. I'm going to Longhorn Steakhouse in half an hour. Oh, nice, Grace. I like Longhorn. I also like Texas Roadhouse, preferably Texas Roadhouse, but I won't pass up a steak from Longhorn either. All right, so that's that. And I like to get all of my things cut up. I could probably be starting my stuff right now, but you know, I learned from Chef Jean-Pierre, mise en place. Mise en place. It means have everything ready before you cook. That's what that means. And I like to keep my area clean. I wish I would have passed this gene on to Angel. Angel does not like to. He's trying to do better, but he doesn't like to clean as he goes. Yeah. Okay. What do you usually get at? You get a steak there at Longhorn? I need another bowl for my cabbage. And well, you know what? I'm going to do celery first. 3 of them. And actually, I need another bowl. I think I'm going to put the celery and the carrots in the same bowl. We only have one Texas Roadhouse near me. The rest are in Cleveland and Columbus area. And I normally get shrimp and rice at Longhorn. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Shrimp is good. Go rinse this off. Oh, yeah. I've had to keep my faucet running. I finally turned it off. I'm worried about my pipes freezing on the outside coming into the house. I think I got them all fixed up in here with the help of Anthony, my son, so where they don't freeze in here.
What are you making?
Hamburger cabbage soup. And I still got to do the dogs, put the dogs' food in the containers. All right. On my live. Yeah, we have one Texas Roadhouse here, and then we got one in the next town over. Kansas City has a lot more different restaurants up there. Way more. We just recently got a Cane's here, and we got a, which I don't like, and we got Whataburger, which I do not like. I do not like it, either one of them. I prefer Whataburger over Cane's, but yeah, I can do without either one of them. Yeah, we went there yesterday. Angel, he had a free Chick-fil-A sandwich coupon, and so he used that. And then Whataburger is right next door to the new Chick-fil-A they built. So I went over there. It just, yuck, I don't like it. Every time I try it, I think, okay, maybe it's just what I'm ordering. Yeah, I don't like it. You like them both. Hey, Presley. How are you, Presley? Good to see you. Yeah. I had some memory problems last night, I guess, or vision problems. I'm not sure which. With my text messaging. I swore I texted you back when I got done with feeding the dogs, and I don't know. Don't know. No idea where my brain was. So yeah, I'm making hamburger soup. Afternoon, I'm good, thanks. That's good. I'm glad you're good. Yeah, it's kind of a warm day here. Warmed up. It's not like it was, but it's supposed to get cold again. I think Friday. And just making my cabbage soup like I've made it before on my live. I just hanging out on my live with everybody. What in the world? Yep. Haha, I was wondering. Yeah, I really thought I messaged you when I was done. And then You messaged me. And I'm like, well, yes, I messaged you. And then I looked at the messages and I'm like, what? I didn't message? And I was looking at my phone wondering why you weren't messaging me back, why you weren't ready to watch the show. And I'm like, well, maybe he changed his mind. And I didn't even, my brain. My brain. I guess I gotta, I don't know. I don't. Make sure I message people better. I was looking at it and I was reading it. I remember reading it too. Anyway, sorry about that. Gosh, getting old. My brain's malfunctioning. Yeah. So I've got the onions. I got the onions cut. The carrots. What else? Celery. I'm doing the cabbage right now. I've got to do the garlic. I'm making a big pot. It goes fast. Me and Angel and Jeremy eat a lot of food. We're not going to eat this all in one night, but we'll eat it probably in the next couple of days. I thought maybe your kid called or something. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why my brain glitched out. Don't know. Do you ever have that problem where you think you messaged someone or, you think you've done something and you're 100% sure you did and then you realize you didn't? I feel like I'm in the twilight zone when that happens. Like I feel like that I really did what I thought I did and that it just I don't know, the twilight zone. I don't know. It's the way I feel sometimes. Hamburger soup sounds good. Yeah. I know I've prepared it before on my lives, but that's okay. I mean, usually I'm doing my lives out on the road, usually. And so when I'm at home, I'm either sitting down or trying to cook. And this is the what I was planning on cooking today. I was sitting down for like the first hour because I was in here doing stuff and then I wanted to take a break while I was doing my live and then I was like, well, I guess I can come in my kitchen and prepare my soup. On my live because I was going to end it and come in here and do it, but I just decided to stay live. Yeah, I thought I sent messages when I didn't. Okay, so I don't feel alone, but I mean, I was legitimately reading the messages before I laid down to go to bed because I was like, well, I guess Presley got busy. I don't know. I legitimately had a glitch. Something was not right in my brain last night. Yep. All right. I try to take my cabbage apart. And I like to take out these pieces, the big chunks, because they don't cook as quick. And Angel doesn't really like them too well. I don't mind them, it's okay. But they just don't cook evenly. All right. Okay, so we got that done. Let me wipe off my cutting board again. and my knife. Chopper, what do you want? I'm not coming in there just now. I'm just gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait. Yeah, I've been doing things around the house, and you know, when I'm cleaning, I really can't do the lives too well if I'm up cleaning, and because I have thought about doing that. I've also thought about just recording and doing an uploaded video. But I don't know how to do it. Like, I don't know how I would do it. Because I got plenty of stuff to clean. I just don't know how I would do it. Like, I cleaned half of my stove today. See, I have this pot. I have this. I can't show you because the other half of my stove is dirty. Because I have this pot. Okay, I was cooking the dog's food. And I cook it I cook a big batch of it at once. And then I divide it up in these little containers. Here, I'll show you what it looks like cooked. I put it in these little containers right here. That's Chopper's, and that's Paco's. It's frozen right now because I store it in the freezer. Well, I stored it in the freezer, but I had it in the refrigerator for a while, like a week, and it's still frozen. But yeah, I do that. I prepare it all, and I put it in this. Hi, Vicky. Are you back, Vicky? Or I swear you said hi earlier. Anyway, so I cook this up, and it's like 3 weeks worth, usually. And so I have to cook it, and then I blend it up in my little thing here, and then I weigh it and put it in those things. So it's a process. It's a big process. So that's what I was doing. And when I was doing that, I wanted to clean my stove top, and I couldn't get to the other half of it because I had their food cooking. Yeah, so little stuff like that I'm doing around my house. I have ceiling fans I need to put up. Oh shoot. Who's this? Hold on, guys. Who is it? Oh, hey there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Gracias.
Uh-huh.
Adios.
Neighbor?
Yeah, the neighbors.
I don't want none of that.
I know.
Give it back to him.
Come on. I was going to say, no, I don't want what you have to give me. I would never do that. Come on, Chop. It was nice of them to think of us.
Oh, you need to make them some cookies or something.
They don't make cookies. They just give us extra food
I
already
don't
prepared.
care. They
Already,
give us so much.
I know, it's already prepared though. They may not
You
want.
have horrible excuses, Mom.
Some people are like that.
You have
Good
horrible
idea, says Presley. Oh, this is my bacon
Why don't we go buy them
grease
some burritos
tub.
then? Some already made burritos.
They get it for free from work.
You don't know that. You just assume
Yes, they
that.
do.
You just assume that.
They must have had a bunch of extra of those burritos because I got some of those at the Harvesters thing the other day. Oh, and I never finished talking about the Harvesters
you went to the
thing.
Harvesters, so you didn't give them anything. That was all free. You could have went over there and gave them something.
Well, yeah. I mean, what if I would have gave them burritos? If I would have, because they gave me like a box and a half of those. See, I'll show you what they gave.
I know. I saw.
No, I'm talking about on my live. Okay, the neighbor just came over and gave us this bag of burritos. They work at Reese's. They work there, and they get extra stuff. Well, the other day, I got a box and a half of these burritos, but I'm not going to tell them no, because that's like blocking a blessing. I heard somebody say that the other day, and I'm like, that's the perfect way to say that. If you turn down someone's help, you're blocking, oh shoot, I got my bacon grease too high. You're blocking a blessing. And I was like, that's just the perfect way to say that. It's going to be smoky in here because I had my bacon grease too high. It's the thought that counts, yes. And Jeremy's like, well, we need to do something nice for them. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to do because, okay, like the stuff that they give me is already prepared stuff. It's not like they're making something and giving it to me. And if they did, I would probably be a little more reluctant because I don't know how clean or dirty their house is. You know what I mean? Nothing against them or anyone that does that. And so other people could think the same way I think. And I don't want to give them something that's cooked out of my kitchen. If that makes any sense. I don't know. Okay, so let's put this up. You're the only person who complains. Free stuff. No. I'm not complaining. No. That's true. You never know. Yeah. No, I'm not complaining at all. I think it's very thoughtful of them to come and give me stuff that they... Let's see. Am I going to do my onions first? Yeah, let me do my onions first. No, I am not complaining at all. I'm just saying that they're giving me stuff that's already prepared, and I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm guilty of that. All right, put this up. Yeah, it's smoky in here. I didn't turn the thing down, the pot down. Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know. I would like to be able to cook something for them. I don't know what they would think about that. Whether they would just throw it in the trash or whether they would eat it. And if they think like me, because that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I know, I'm just busting your chops. Okay. Yeah, I'm not complaining at all about their kindness. It's very kind of them. And then he brings his daughter with him. She's probably in kindergarten. Very, very nice. And they've lived here next to me for a few years. I got along with the neighbors that lived here before, but I think something happened bad with that relationship. It was a husband and wife. They didn't have any kids or anything. Well, no, they didn't have any kids that lived with them. And they had 2 dogs, and they lived there for quite a while. They were saying they were buying the place. Well, one day I heard gunshots, and right next to my house, I don't know where the gunshots were coming from, but that woman disappeared. Never saw her again. And he still lived there, and she took off. She was gone. She was out of there. He said it was the neighbor behind us that was shooting off the gun. I'm like, oh, okay. And that he called the police because the police came. And I was like, I don't know if I believe that story. Because she disappeared. You could give them a small gift card or something. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I could. I'll think about it. Like to a restaurant or something? or Walmart for groceries. Or whatever. Walmart for whatever they want. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good idea. All right. I'm going to clove the garlic. That's all I got left. Oh, I need to put garlic on my list. Oh, I have it on my list. Okay. Yeah, anything really. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh. Yeah. Or I could just go. I'm trying to think. Give them some eggs. I could do that. I don't have any eggs right now, but I could give them some eggs. That's pre-packaged. I bet they would like the blue eggs. I think the blue eggs from Rose is really pretty. Very true. Eggs work. Yep. See, I've got these eggs right here. I don't have to refrigerate my eggs. I've talked about that, excuse me, before. That's all I have left from my girls. And well, no, I take that back. I have these two little ones right here. These are from Olive before she died. I still have them. Her tiny little eggs. Let me show you the difference. The difference in the size. Olive's little egg, and then the girls' eggs. Yep. Like double the size of Olive's little egg. I've been thinking about if I want to get more chickens or not, but I really don't know. Yep. Okay. So the onions and the garlic. I gotta turn my heat back up now. Whew. Trying to think of what else I was gonna put in my soup. Oh, the potatoes. I forgot. I was gonna put some potatoes in there. I wish I had something low carb that's like a potato. Definitely a difference. Yeah. Let's see. I need to move. Let me just grab a bowl. My trash can is behind me, and I can't read my chat. Yeah, I ended up, what did I end up doing? I think I was watching videos last night. See, there's my memory. A movie. I was watching a movie. Don't remember the movie. It's on YouTube. I've been watching, what was it? Yeah, I don't know. But this morning I watched What the Deaf Man Heard. I finished watching that one. And then I turned on Far and Away. You know, all these are free on YouTube right now. I watched Fried Green Tomatoes the other day.
So if you don't see me in people's lives too much, it's because I've been kind of like taking a YouTube break from as far as lives and stuff. I was in, I don't know how to say it. Okita Mountain Living? I don't know how to spell it. Okita Mountain? I don't know. I don't know how to say that. But he was live the other day. He usually does uploads. And Mike was live, and I caught him live. And I saw Mike's Spark Adventures in there. That was kind of interesting to me. I was kind of surprised to see someone in there that I knew from this community, you know. I said hi to Mike. I got in there right when the other Mike was ending his live, too. FGT. It's been a while since I've seen that. Yeah, me too. It was so long I've just like completely forgot the whole story. And I was like, oh wow, that happened? And oh wow, that happened? Didn't remember any of it. Just the actors, pretty much. And it was in the old times and then the new times, which wasn't that in like in the 80s or 90s. And Kathy Bates and Jessica Lange telling the story. I never could figure out the Jessica Lange character, where she was in the old part. You know, who she was, where she was, what her role was when the old story was being told. I never could figure out who she was. I think early 90s, yeah. Am I doing this in the... I'm trying to be in the frame here. Not really looking at my camera. I'm looking at my chat, but not the angle. I think I'll do a couple more potatoes. I'm making a big pot. And then, you know, like I've said, I like to make a bunch of food. So I don't have to cook again for a few days. And we eat a lot. Oh, that garlic smells so good. Let me turn that down. Yeah, but the other day I don't know if you guys have, it's called harvesters. And I was talking about it earlier and then I forgot to tell more about it. But so the other day, I was taking Jeremy to work and I noticed in this parking lot, there was this line of cars. Silence of the Lambs is a great film. I didn't like it because it's too creepy for me. I don't think I've ever watched it. Oh yeah, so I go over and I get in this line and I get yelled at by this man. He's like, you just can't cut in a line like that. And I'm like, well, I thought this was a line. I've never been here before. But harvesters, so I go, he says, well, go park over there. So the parking spots was actually the line. And I didn't know that. But harvesters, you can go there and you get free food. Like they had, and I was at the very, very end because I was at the very end of the line. And so I didn't get as much as I probably could have if I was there earlier. But it's okay because, you know, any free food is good, you know, good. So they gave me a 3-pound bag of apples. I got a bunch of those, like I said, those beef burritos. I got 6 dozen of pasture-raised eggs, Vital Farms pasture-raised eggs. I got so much stuff, I can't remember. What else was it? They had potatoes and onions, but I didn't get any potatoes and onions because I was, like I said, at the end of the line and they ran out. They gave me, What else did they give me? They gave me a lot of stuff, and now I can't remember. The apples, burritos. Oh, they gave me this stuff. Down here, I got 4 jars of this. I've never had that before. Sturdy sauce. Sturdy sauce. Sweet basil. 80 grams of protein per jar. Yeah, the protein thing. They're starting to do the protein thing more. You got to do a breakdown on that to see. So, yeah, they gave me... What else did I get? Anyway, they gave me a bunch of stuff. Give me a bunch. So I was blessed to get that. They do that once a month, so I'm going to go back. Now, see, I haven't gone there before because I didn't know what the process was. 6 dozen, yep. 6 dozen Vital Farm. I'll show you. Vital Farm. 6 dozen eggs. I have 3 dozen left. 2.5 dozen. Yep, they gave me 6 of these. And all you do is you get in line. They ask you how many. I mean, these are really good eggs. They're probably like, what, $8 a dozen or something like that. You just tell them how many people are in your household, and they ask you if there's anyone over 65, something like that. Yeah. And then they don't ask, you don't need any proof of income or anything. They don't ask any questions, which that's the way it should be. But I know people like to cheat and say they have more people in the household and takes more food from the other people behind in the line. But whatever. It's free and you don't have to prove it. I don't think you should have to prove it. If you're hungry, you're hungry. Yep. People take advantage. Yes, they do. Yep. It's just what people do. But, they told me there was like 350 cars in line. And, each car has multiple people in their household. Like me, I had 3. So, 350 cars, that's a minimum that they're feeding 350 people, but I know there's multiple people per car. But next time I'm going to get in line sooner. Because now I know the process. And it does help me out. I'm trying to think of what else I got. That's terrible. I have such a bad memory. It'll come to me later. Alright, I'm almost done with the potatoes. So when I get this soup in the pot, then I'm going to end my live. It'll probably take me another, I don't know, 15 minutes. Yeah, I was telling Jeremy and Angel about what we were talking about yesterday, that movie. And Jeremy went and rented a Creed off of Amazon. I didn't watch it with him, though. All right, I need a bigger bowl. Do I have a bigger bowl? I need to rinse off my potatoes. No, I don't have a bigger bowl. Shoot. Put it in a pot. plenty of potatoes. Make a short of the finished product. Oh, okay. Do I not have, I may not have one. I'll do that. I don't think I have a short. I know I made something and I made a short. Oh, that was of my, the one recipe of cooking with Dave. I did his recipe and I did a finished product of that. Whoops, that's a good idea. You know, I watch people, their videos, and I get ideas, but then I forget quickly. And it just amazes me how some people can just do videos on any topic and make it interesting. Like the one guy I was just saying, Mike Okita Mountain Living. Yeah. He can do a video 2 or 3 times a day, put an upload up, and it always has something to say. Pretty crazy to me. I just don't have that ability. All right, so now, yeah, it is going to take me a minute because I forgot I still got to do the hamburger. I got the onions done. I'm putting a crap ton of hamburger. This is like, I don't know, 2 pounds. 2 pounds of hamburger. Right there. I don't want to show it because it's kind of gross. The bag's got stuff in it. You know, hamburger juice. All right, so we got the hamburger in. All right, this is going to be a good soup. I'm going to put, so far I've got the cabbage, potatoes, carrots, celery, and green beans, garlic and onion. Yeah. Haha, that's okay. Yeah. You know, I noticed, Presley, I was watching one of my old videos of when I was cleaning, and I was cleaning in fast speed, and I showed a picture of my puppy that I had to have put to sleep, a little Yorkshire miniature or toy Yorkshire Terrier puppy, and I showed a piece of paper, and I was like, why did I show this piece of paper? I know the piece of paper was his vet bill. Maybe I was showing the date that he got I had to have him, you know, put to sleep. But anyway, it showed an old address. It wasn't my address. It was, anyway. I was like, why did I even show that paper? And I was like, well, you know, just because it's not my address now, I should probably still remove that, edit that out. So I did. I was like, how many other things have I done on my videos? Yeah. Okay, that's taking a minute. Turn that up. Okay, I need to get my other thing. This thing. My meat chopper. I just used it when I was cooking the dogs' food. I love these meat choppers. I don't like that it's plastic, but there's not really much. I haven't been able to, I've never seen one. I haven't looked for them though, but I haven't seen one that's not plastic. All right, so this is gonna get cooked up real quick. And then add the potatoes and the cabbage, the beef stock. this and the rest of the seasonings. What else am I going to put in there? Paprika, salt and pepper. See, I put in vegetable juice. And I buy this beef stock. I know it's not the best, but beef stock. That's what I put in my soup. And then salt and pepper. I need to fill up my salt and pepper containers. Paprika. I love paprika. Smoked paprika. Oh, I also put vinegar in it too. I bought a big old bag of smoked paprika from Amazon. I still got a lot of it left too. It's cheaper to buy it that way in bulk. Oh, Worcestershire sauce. I buy this stuff in Sam's too. The 2 big bottles like this will last me forever. We'll watch Urban Cowboy soon. Oh, okay. Sounds good. A little red wine vinegar. Actually, I'll do that after I get my hamburger browned up. Yep. Still gotta grind up the dog's food. This is why I don't get any cleaning done around my house. I'm always busy like cooking or cleaning my kitchen from me cooking or, you know, stuff like that. I need to go to the store again and get just things like ice. Oh wait, he still had milk in there. Why did he leave that little bit of milk? That smells good. Smells good. The soup sounds good. Yeah. I learned this from my mom, but I make it better than my mom. My mom is basic. She doesn't like adding, I don't know. I just add more to it. She's like hamburger, cabbage, and potatoes and carrots, and that's about it. But she's getting older. Maybe she's getting tired. You know? Well, I haven't had it in a while from her. It's been a few years. But I did learn the basics from her. Well, that's nice of you to say. Just I'm honest. I learned potato soup from her too. But hers was like milk, celery, onions, and potatoes. And I like mine thicker. So I'll mash my potatoes up a little bit. But the basic principle of it I got from my mom. I'm not knocking her cooking. If I go to her house and she's cooked potato soup, I mash up the potatoes. And I tell her I'm going to mash the potatoes a little bit. Add more salt and pepper if I need to. Well, Well, my kids tell me, things like that. They don't have a problem telling me. Sometimes if I don't season something up good enough for their taste, and they're like knocking me for it. Telling each other, oh, Mom doesn't know how to cook. Like, gee, thanks. It's like, some things you just can't, like if you're cooking up a chicken, like, you can't, or you're going to roast some potatoes or collard greens. That one of the things that I made was collard greens, and they made fun of me. You can't really taste it until it's cooked. So how do I know? And I'm the type of person, I don't measure anything. I just dump things in there. Maybe if I had measurements, I might do better, but I still wouldn't go by measurements. I just dump things in there. See how that looks about right? See, the way I gauge it is, for example, 1 pound of ground beef or 1 pound of meat, I'll do 1 teaspoon of salt per 1 pound of chicken, ground beef, whatever I'm cooking. And that's how I know. That's just an example. And Presley says, I could see that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I need to get a can of green beans up here before I forget. What did I do with those green beans? I thought I already had some up here. I was showing Kaylee. I guess I put them back down. Yeah, I'll do this one. Just basic green beans. Great value. We get no salt added for Sierra. Sierra's the one that eats most of the green beans around here. I like to get everything out because I'll forget. I'll be like, oh, I'm going to add this or that, and then I don't get it out, and then I forget. All right, it's almost done. Sorry, it's kind of loud. I got hamburger on this thing. All right, hamburger's done. I'll show you what the hamburger looks like. Put paprika in it. So then I'm gonna put my. Oops, I just realized it was zoomed in like that. Whoops. Oh well. It was okay view. Okay, so now I'm gonna pour in my beef stock. I got one that was already opened. Okay. I need to buy some beef bones, make my own stock. I can never find them though. That's going to be good. Yeah, I think it is. All right, more beef stock. So it's going to be just over a quart. Wait, how much is this? 48 ounces Just over 48 ounces. Let me turn this on high. Because I had a little bit in that other container, like a half a cup or something like that. And then I'm going to put some of this in there. And the potatoes and the cabbage, I'm going to let that cook. And I bet about that much. I'll probably add more. Who knows? Depends on the taste. And then vinegar, red wine vinegar. I already put Worcestershire sauce in it.
You need help?
Well, not really.
Still not done, jeez Louise.
Okay, so this goes over here. Actually, I'm going to move this over here so I don't forget about it. That there. All right. All right. I'm going to get the liquid to boil. Hey, Kaylee. Thanks for the sunflowers. Yeah, oh, Presley. Oh, no, you heard me yesterday. I need to tell Dean about the translation stuff. Dean and who else? Oh, Dustin came in. Keto Simple. He came in for a minute. I forgot to tell him if he noticed it. He did a live yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to put this in later. I think I'm going to wait for this to come to a boil and then I'll end. Put my potatoes and cabbage in. Oh yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, I know. I mean, people have been talking about a lot, you know, the live translation. But it's just, I mean, I'm glad that the person doing the live can see the translation now, but moderators can't. And so, you know how moderators will, some moderators on some channels will delete the comment just because it's in a foreign language and they don't know what it says, which is, you know, what I do usually, what I do on other channels too. Yeah, that's what I mean, Presley. It's still in a different language for you, for the mods, and so the mods can't read it. So it kind of, it's a good thing, but it's just not, it's not perfect yet. Yeah. The mods should be able to read it also. But I'm glad that they have it at least for the, you know, person doing that has the channel. But, you know, if you're not paying attention to your chat, you can't delete those comments. Seems like I'm forgetting something. I don't know. Looking around my kitchen. I might need to put more beef stock in here. Yeah, I think I'm going to add a little more beef stock. Now, I don't want to add too much.
So how much longer do you think until it's done?
It's going to be like probably 30 minutes because the potatoes and the cabbage have to cook. Yeah, I'm going to add more beef stock. You'll have to let me know for now. Yeah. What the heck? There. hate when it splatters. It's splattering everywhere. Doesn't have an air hole. Why did I throw the lid away? Grab the lid. It sounds like you're peeing. Oh, I did think about that. Oh, it's funny. Percy says 30 minutes, plenty of time to break dance for us. Oh, no, no, no. Never. And I'm probably just going to end my live anyway. I mean, I don't know. After I get done putting everything in there. I'm just waiting for it to boil. It's almost boiling. And I can add the stuff in there, and then I can turn the heat down. Yeah, it's probably going to take more than 30 minutes. It's probably going to take, I don't even know. It could be up to an hour. Kaylee, sounds like you're peeing. Well, let me taste the liquid while I'm waiting. See if I need to add anything to it yet. Yeah, it needs salt. And pepper. Whoop. Whoops. I had a little extra. I'll put some more garlic powder in there. I really didn't have enough garlic cloves. And, oh, you know, I usually don't do bay leaves. I don't like the taste of bay leaves. Spark really testing my patience. Oh. Wow, what's happening, Kaylee? Bad offers? That's what it looks like so far. It's got a good color to it. It's a little redder in real life than what the camera shows. Like they already shut down the express orders and the curbsides. Huh. No, they keep turning off the express orders and the curbside like early when there's no reason to. That's strange. So they just have regular shop? That's strange. I've never had them do that here. I mean, is it because of the weather? Whoops. Or the power being out or something? I mean, obviously, if the power's out, they're not going to have. Ouch. They're not going to be there at all, right? Maybe, unless they have a generator. It keeps saying to keep the associates safe for the winter storm, but the winter storm, there's nothing here. It's been over since Sunday. Oh, I see. And the power is good. Huh. Maybe, I don't know. That's, Maybe the store people are reporting it so they don't have to do the work, or maybe employees are having a hard time getting there. Maybe they're affected by it and so no one can be there. But you're an express shop. If you're doing express, right? I mean, express is where you do the shopping, so, huh. They keep doing it for the rest of this week, and then maybe Saturday they'll stay open the whole time. Yeah, it's supposed to get bad here on. No, it's not supposed to be till Tuesday. The temperature is supposed to go down again. Here, let me. Oh, I already rinsed the spoon off. Trying to get another taste of the soup. It's starting to boil. Here's what it looks like. Oops, am I spilling it? I'm still missing something. Rinse it off again. I think there's more tomato. Okay, it's boiling. Put a little more tomato juice in there, or vegetable juice. I keep saying tomato, but I mean vegetable. The rest of this pepper in there. That out of my way. More salt. Maybe it needs more Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, I used the rest of that. Yeah, no, that's kind of a lot. Yeah, it's fine. All right. I need to go get the other one from downstairs. So they're only like working between 9 and 4. Huh. And they already open late, like they don't open till 9. Wow, that's crazy. That just seems strange, yeah. All right, I'm gonna let this cook. Put this potatoes in there. See if I can do it without splashing it everywhere. Whew. Yeah, I'm splashing it. Cabbage. Ooh, that's full. It's like really full. Whoop. I forgot to go through this and get those big chunks out. Darn it. Okay. Big old pot. And it'll probably be gone. Well, it's going to cook down. I don't think I'm going to add all these potatoes. Dang it, I should have not peeled so many. Okay. I guess to me, I could understand if it was like snow and ice everywhere, but it isn't, at least not in this area. Yeah. That's just weird. Why they're doing that? I mean, I would be upset. I mean, it's like, I would be upset as a customer too, and if it's that bad, so what do they have available for you to do then? Are they just, like, there's no shops or pickups? Or there's no express? You can still shop, but it's not an express shop? I don't understand. Why they're doing that. I put water in my potatoes. Did you know you can do that? If you cut up too many potatoes, you put them in water and they won't turn brown in the refrigerator. Yep. I added a little too much water, but that's all right. Hopefully it doesn't spill in there. Okay, rinse this off. These are the things I got left to put in there. Rinse this off. That right there. All right. To have my place neat and organized. Rinse my pan out for my potatoes. Oops, I think I accidentally put the pot in the soup. All right. Put a lid on it. Oh, let me show you what it looks like so far. Yep, that's what it looks like. Big pot. Can't fit any more in there. And I still had to put carrots and celery. Green beans. It's gonna cook down though. Presley says, looks good. Thank you, Presley. Yeah, I'll have to do I'll do a short when it gets done. But yeah, so I just have these. I'm gonna put that in, I don't know. I'm gonna give it like 30 minutes maybe. I don't want my celery to overcook. Carrots will probably be okay. Let me turn this back up to medium. Put my lid on there. All right. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to end my live. I'm going to go in here and put my feet up again. I guess I could take you in there with me. What time is it? I need to put a time. It's 4:38. Let's do a 30-minute timer and we'll check on it. Okay. What's my battery on? 30%. Okay. Well, I mean, I could either keep going on my live or I could end it. I don't want to like go too long, overdo it. I just know I need to sit down. And it's either I take my phone in there with me and sit down, or I just end my live. So, appreciate everybody hanging out with me though. I might be out there working tomorrow, possibly. I'm still leery about, drop offs. Not the roads so much, but drop offs. So I don't know. I'll be out there. There's always something I can find to do at home too. Always. And I need to actually go to the store too. I like being at home. I could be at home cooking and cleaning all the time. But, okay, I think I'm going to end here. I'm going to go sit down. That way I can turn the camera around and say goodbye. Let me get my water bottle. What did I do with my water bottle? Oh, right here. And I'll do a short of what it looks like. And I always do it different. I never do it the same way. Sorry about that. That was probably loud. I never do it the same way. Every time. Hi, Sally. Hi, Sally. You see Sally? Hi, Sally. Hi. Hi, sweet girl. Sally. She's the only one that'll get. She's the only one that'll get on my finger. And there's Elvis. Hi, Elvis. Elvis is scared. And Sally's his best friend. Yes, Sally. You step up? No, not right now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me go sit down. Okay, watch out, Chopper. You're gonna move your butt. Move your butt. Move your butt. Oh, I forgot my tripod. Okay, well, let me see. It autoplayed. I don't know what that is. Jack Nicholson. It is on autoplay. I don't know what this is. What is this? Going south. Okay. I'm gonna go. I thank everybody for being here. Thanks for the likes and the subs and just hanging out with me. Hope everybody's having a great day. Have a great rest of your day, and be safe. And hopefully things get better for you, Kaylee, with the offers, and that they stop holding the offers back. So it's okay. All right. Bye. I'll do a short of the soup. Okay, when it's done. All right, bye.